This is Gary Devon Dotson, and you're listening to Deeper Than Music Radio. Deeper than music. The core of you, the fans, the truth is deeper than music, deeper than music. Simply the truth is the latest, the newest, deeper than music, deeper than music. The core of you, the fans, the truth is deeper than music, deeper than music. Simply the truth is the latest, the newest, deeper than music, deeper than music.
Hello, everybody out there in podcast and worldwide internet. This is Furious Deeper Than Music Radio. Behind every great song, there's an even greater story. So today we have a very special guest across the pond that we will be interviewing. Jessic Rose is going to be our special guest. Right now we just got disconnected, but we're gonna go ahead and reconnect. It's extremely hot here in the DFW area, so we've been experiencing some less than desirable weather. So we're having some internet connections. But Jessica, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I just started the show, so I called you back. Welcome to Deeper Than Music Radio. We're glad to have you. Thank you for taking the time to be on this show. So how's everything in Ireland? We were talking earlier. You were saying that the weather is completely opposite than what we're experiencing here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Yes, it's really quite cool here. I'm sort of wearing a sweater and trying to stay warm and out of the rain in the house.
Wow. So do you normally have to wear a sweater in July in Ireland?
We don't get much good weather in Ireland. We got about a week of hot 30-degree weather, and now we're back to cool and rain, which is nearly all year round here.
Oh, wow. So about 30 degrees, that's roughly here so a Celsius Fahrenheit would probably be roughly 90s or 80 degrees. Wow. So I found my summer spot. So I'm definitely going to have to come out there. Sweater weather is unheard of here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in July. Right now it's hot. We haven't seen rain in a couple months, about a month or two. So everything's brown. We're supposed to get rain next week. We're hoping for it. It would be nice. Much welcome. So I have a segment called Music Mondays. I debuted one of your songs, Life is Beautiful, and let people know that today we're going to be interviewing you. So my first question is, who is Jessic Rose? How would you describe your sound and your music?
I would probably describe myself by saying I write about a lot of real issues, so feelings or situations that I've had and been in, or friends that have had experiences. I like to write about real things in life.
Okay, so you write songs based on your feelings and people's feelings. So I guess with that being led, I got your song Life is Beautiful that we played on Monday. Would you like to introduce that song and tell us what the song is about and the motivation behind that song?
Yes, Life is Beautiful was written for a good friend of mine called Lex. Lex had cancer and was going through particularly grueling treatment for it. And I was one day walking with my mum's dog, and he'd posted a post on Facebook that said, no matter what your situation is, even with what you're going through, that life is beautiful. So on the door that I would write a song for him.
Okay, so this was a song dedicated. Okay, so this song was dedicated to him, and even though he was going through fighting cancer, he said that life was beautiful. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, so that's a very good outlook on life. So, and you said his name was Lex, correct?
Sorry, you broke up a bit there. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay, you said his name was Lex?
Yes, Lex.
Okay, so this song is dedicated to Lex. Jessic Rose, Life is Beautiful, here on Deeper Than Music Radio.
Just hold on, just hold tight. Keep on going to win this fight. I know it hurts, I know it's hard, but keep on going, you've got this far. Wherever you are, I'll find you. Whenever you're hurting, I'll comfort you. Wherever you are, near or far, I'll follow you to be where you are. Life is beautiful, life is beautiful. Strength is in the way you act, everything's alright. Your family all love you, we are here to hold you tight. You can beat this, you'll make it through. No matter how hard it gets, we'll stand by you. Wherever you are, I'll find you. Whenever you're hurting, I'll comfort you. Wherever you are, near or far, I'll follow you to be where you are. Life is beautiful, life is beautiful. Near or far, life is beautiful, life is beautiful. I know that you're fearful, we are too, but we cannot imagine a world. I know that you're fearful, we are too, but we cannot imagine a world without you. Wherever you are, I'll find you. Whenever you're hurting, I'll comfort you. Wherever you are, near or far, I'll follow you to be where you are. Life is beautiful, life is beautiful. Near or far, life is beautiful, life is beautiful, life is beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Life is Beautiful by Jessica Rose. Very beautiful song, dedicated to a friend that recently passed away from cancer. So, Jessica, what is your how long have you been doing music? Do you come from a musical family? What do you remember?
Yes, my mum and dad, they're both super musical. My mum and dad, my dad plays piano. My mum is an incredible singer. And I was brought up around them doing gigs and singing and practicing in the house all the time. So I think from a young age, I was sort of straight into the music because it was all around me.
Okay. So you knew at a young age, this is what I want to do. Do you play, obviously you write your own music. Do you play any instruments or is there
Yes, I play guitar.
Oh, okay, so that was you playing the guitar in Life is Beautiful?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. And also you were a part of Britain's Got Talent. How was that experience? How was that like?
It was an amazing experience. It was very nerve-wracking. I don't think I'd ever felt fear like I had going there to perform my own song. But it was really fun, and it really made me realize that I wanted to keep pushing this dream and that I really want to make it in music.
Oh, okay. And you Life is Beautiful. That is a beautiful song. It's original. And I love when musicians write from the heart. So you definitely have musical talent. You're a very good singer, songwriter, and guitar player. And a question about Britain's Got Talent: did Simon Cowell ever make an appearance there? Did you get to see him while you were?
I would have got to see him. I unfortunately didn't get to go to the judges' rounds because at the time of my audition, I was actually pregnant. And I had to drop out for reasons to do with my pregnancy. So I was really upset that I didn't get to continue with the show.
Oh, okay, no worries. Well, you have some good music, and we'll definitely you definitely got a fan here, and we'll definitely be spinning your stuff on Deeper Than Music Radio. Uh, Another
Thank
question I
you.
had. Oh, not a problem. No, thank you for being on the show and sharing your music with us. Another question I have, like when I think of Ireland, I think of Enya, I think of the Cranberries, and I know the Cranberries they're very popular in the States. Linger, I could just Salvation. What's the yeah Salvation? I forget the other one. It's a very popular song. But what were their impact on Ireland? Was it just as big? I imagine they were very beloved, or they're very beloved. And when Dolores passed away, I'm pretty sure that Ireland mourned the passing of a great star.
Yes, they still mention on Irish radio about that, and they're always playing songs from them. So yeah, I think the impact of that music was just as great on Ireland.
Okay. Wow. So, who were your musical influences? What artists influence and inspire you?
I do absolutely love recent music, but the people that spring to mind the most that have always inspired me more would probably be the older music, such as the Carpenters, the Beatles, Queen. People like that always inspired me. And for more recent people, probably Demi Lovato, because she's been through some serious things in
Oh
her
yeah,
life, and
yeah.
it amazed me that she came back and did it all.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We just recently heard about the she was hospitalized not too long ago. Yeah, and that was very
Yeah.
something very tragic. So we're gonna go into another one of your songs. I got queued up. It's my life. Could you give us a background on this the song and what it's about?
This song, I have a very close friend, and she went through quite a traumatic breakup. Now, I wouldn't usually write breakup songs because I've not really been there myself, but after having a heart-to-heart with her, a lot of the things that she said really made me think of lyrics. So I asked her if I could use our conversation for inspiration, and I did.
Oh, okay. So this is a breakup song. Um, okay. So it's kind of like you're telling the song from her perspective, or basically from what she told you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go on Deeper Than Music Radio. Jessica Rose, It's My Life.
This isn't how I planned life. When nothing's working out. I hear you talk.
Jessic Rose, This Is My Life, Deeper Than Music Radio. I like that song. That's a very good song. Very good song. So do you like carry a notepad? Because I know for me, like being a musician, inspiration can come at any time. So do you like carry a notepad around and like, oh, when the moment hits you, you get to let the creative juices flow?
I tend to try and make sure I've got a notebook in my life, but if I don't, I use the.
Jessica, are you there? Hello? Okay, we lost her. We're gonna, but again, this is yes. Okay. Hello, Jessica, are you there?
Hi, yes, I'm still here.
Okay, we broke up a little bit. You said you tend to have a notepad on you to capture the moment.
Yes, I tend to have a notepad on me, but if I don't have a notepad, I use the notes feature on my iPhone to note things down for later.
Oh, okay. And then we mentioned Demi Lovato as being one of your influences. Is there any dream collaboration that you have? Like if there was anybody in the world that you could collaborate with or do an album or song with, who would that person be?
Yeah, probably Demi Lovato or Jessie J.
Oh, okay, okay. And so you sent 4 songs. What is your musical catalog? Do you have previous albums, or you currently working on an album? What's your current music catalog situation, and what's the future outlook as far as your music?
I have quite a lot of songs written at the minute. I haven't released all of them because I'm making sure that I do that on the right platforms. But I'm currently in the process of writing a full album.
Oh, okay, that's good. And have you done any shows? Is your resume as far as your music shows? Have you performed where?
I did perform in a lot of places in the UK, so in bars and clubs. And things like that. But I also did performances for people's weddings, and I've had a couple of my songs played at people's funerals also. So I have performed in Ireland as well, in bars. I've done some country music. So I'm just expanding my horizons here in Ireland to be able to perform in bigger places.
Oh, okay. And what is the current music scene in Ireland? Who's big in Ireland? And like, what is the scene there? Is it mainly hip hop, acoustic music, pop?
I think it's probably mainly pop at the moment, so sort of Anne-Marie and Drake and things like that.
Oh, okay. And pretty soon it's gonna be Jessic Rose playing in Ireland.
I hope so.
Okay. And so you said you're currently working on that album, and we also talked about. So you said you use technology as far as writing your songs, and also you want to release it on the proper platform. How do you feel about social media and things of that nature, like Facebook and other platforms, as far as being an artist and being independent? Do you feel like it helps your career, or you feel like it hurts your career? Because I know sometimes people like to share a little bit too much, but how do you, as your personal take, how do you feel about social media?
I think for me that social media has helped a lot with my music career, because I get shared around a lot, and I do have quite a decent following of people on Facebook for my music. I mean, it can hinder your progress sometimes because there's always someone that will make a nasty comment or upset you with a comment, but it's all about looking past what they're saying and trying to pick out the constructive criticism instead of nastiness, really.
Yeah, no, that you're definitely right. You're definitely correct in that aspect. And another technology question I have: how do you feel about streaming services such as Spotify, Apple Music, and Tidal?
I quite like them. I've actually just had Life is Beautiful was released last Thursday on Apple Music. So that's now downloadable on there. So that was quite a big step for me.
Okay. And then will you utilize those platforms for your album and these songs as well?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be good because I'm definitely, Life is Beautiful is a great song. The song that we just heard is a great song. And now I have queued up your song, Maybe. Can you give us a little background on that song before we play it?
The song Maybe has quite a sad background. It was inspired by my friend that had her child wrongfully taken from her by, I guess you guys would call it CPS where you are.
Okay.
And it's all about the battle for her when she went through the English courts to get her child safely returned to her after the child was taken for a wrongful allegation that wasn't true. So it's all about her battle to get her home.
Wow, that is a very deep subject. I mean, that is, wow. So we'll go ahead and cue up Maybe here on Deeper Than Music Radio with our special guest, Jessica Rose.
Photographs, they fill the hall. Cobwebs line your bedroom walls. Memories of you, they fill this place. Every moment that we had is there. Every bit of love we always shared. Mother and daughter said to take the world. In the blink of an eye, she was gone from my life. Without my control, they took my soul. Left me here wondering if I'll ever be whole again. But I will fight. I will fight for what is right. I will shout the story loud. I will try to make her proud. She always is my baby. Just to bring her home, maybe. Day she came into this world, tiny, soft, pink baby girl. Our lives were filled with love and promises. Videos and moments made. Never thought we'd see the day we would be here missing her. Just one moment in time, she was taken from our lives. It's beyond control. They took our souls. Will we ever be whole again? But I will fight. I will fight for what is right. I will shout the story loud. I will try to make you proud. She always is my baby. Just bring her home, baby. Please don't do this. Don't break our hearts. Please don't tear the family apart. Please don't leave us here wondering what we did wrong. Please put her back right where she belongs. 'Cause I will fight. I will fight for what is right. I will shout the story loud. I will try to make you proud. For she always is my baby. Just to bring her home, maybe.
What up, what up? This is Matt James, all the way from Canada. How's she going, eh? And you're listening to Furious on Deeper Than Music.
Wow. That was a very, very powerful song. You have a gift to emote and you're a very descriptive writer. Like I felt like in the when you talk about the cobwebs and you created a perfect picture. Like I could even imagine a video for that song. So
I'd love to make a video for that.
very outstanding song. I mean, the description is wow. You're very very good, very talented songwriter, and I admire the fact that you're able to take people's story and own it. Like I felt like that was your story. So that you have a very good talent for that. So my question is, what started first? Did you play the guitar first and then songwrite? How did that all evolve? The evolution of your process.
Well, I obviously started singing at quite a young age with my parents, and obviously at that stage I didn't play any instruments, but I always saw my mum play guitar, and I asked her to teach me a few basic chords one day when I was about 11 or 12, and it all went from there really. I just got better with my guitar work and carried on learning just through YouTube videos. And then I realised that I had a knack for poetry, and I'd always had a knack for poetry. And I thought, hey, I could turn that into a song. And I started doing that, and that's where all of my music came from. I started writing poems, and they became songs.
So we're similar in that aspect then, because I love creative writing. I love to create, and I started off with poetry and then to poetry, rapping, and then songwriter. And I guess the biggest challenge with me was the lyrics had to fit the beat. So I had to kind of change the way I write songs, or transitioning from poet to songwriter. What has been your biggest challenge as an artist? What are the challenges that you've had to face in getting your creative music out?
I think getting the exposure is quite hard. When I was school age, when I first started doing music and wanting to post covers online, I was quite severely bullied at school, and I was always quite scared to show people what talent I did have, because I was scared that they were going to take that away from me. And eventually I had to just sort of man up a little bit and post it, and it had a good response. Some people did bully me more, but I think in the end the bullying actually spurred me on to become a much stronger woman.
And that's good. That's good in the fact that you use that right there, your fear, as a motivation. I tell people that creative souls, like, our music is our baby. And I don't know if you're familiar with the singer Erykah Badu. She's from this area. She's from Dallas, Fort Worth. She has a song that she did called Tyrone. It's off a live album. And in the song, she's like, look, I'm debuting this song and I'm sensitive about my work, and we are, and it's our baby, and you put it out into the world. Like you said, you never know. And I'm glad that you pulled through the bullying, and it now is a fire, because you definitely have a talent. Like, your music, the one thing I like about your music is that it resonates, and it talks about real life stuff. In my humble opinion, I feel like great artists are ones that emote. Like, we all feel the same, we all bleed the same. And to me, a powerful musician or artist, a great songwriter artist, are able to connect on a human level. And you definitely have that human level. Your music connects and resonates. Like, to be honest, I've never heard a song from a woman's perspective about her kid being taken by the CPS. Like, that right there is, and the way you described it is like, in my mind, I'm visualizing the cobwebs, and, I can feel the mother longing to, be back with her daughter and make her proud. So you have a niche, and you're very talented. So please don't
Thank
stop.
you.
Give us the music. Like, this music is powerful. I'm not gonna lie to you. I sat there in my mind. I saw the video, and it's funny. I'm like, wow, CPS is no different from what's over there. You know what I mean? So it's a very powerful song. So you have a talent, and it's pretty cool. How do you feel about the current state of music right now? Like, how do you feel about music that's coming out now?
I like some of the current music, but honestly, I feel like a lot of it sounds quite the same. There's nothing really that stands out to me all that much anymore.
Yeah, and it sounds like it sounds the same. Like, everybody wants to me, it's like, I want to hear I tell musicians, like, I want to hear your story. Like, everybody's doing the same thing. And sometimes I listen to the radio and I feel like, is that the ending of the song? Is that the new song? Or is it just one long song? So, yeah, things sound manufactured. So we have another song of yours that we got queued up. It's called When You're Gone. Could you give us the story, the backstory on this song?
Yes, this song was all about my grandfather. He was in his final stages of dementia when I wrote this song. He was in nursing home care, and he was just such an incredible man. He was in the armed forces, and he was just the best grandfather that anyone could ask for. And watching him slip away and forget who I was and forget who my mum was, it was a heartbreaking time for the whole family. And the thought of losing him was really unbearable. So I wrote this for him and all of our memories that we had together before he became unwell.
Okay. So When You're Gone is pretty much dedicated to your grandfather and his memory. And just basically, I feel like this was therapy for you as well as he was going through the dementia.
Yes, definitely, because it's incredibly hard to watch a family member forget who you are and what they're about. So I wrote this song to remind myself who he was and what he was about, and that dementia wasn't him.
Okay. All right. So here we go. When You're Gone, Jessica Rose here on Deeper Than Music Radio.
Please don't take him away, even if it's just for one more day. Hold my hand like you used to do. Memories are precious, those of me and you. The days of walking in the park, TV shows of fish and sharks, sitting on your knee when I fell down. I remember these days everywhere I go, because I love you so. Everything will be different when you are gone. But I know I won't remember you when I sing this song. Promise you I'll be strong, just the same way you were all the way along. Do you remember that song? Hugged me when I cried, wiped my flowing tears all away, whispered in my ear just a little phrase. Take each step of life, take
This is Alicia Elliott, and you are listening to Furious on Deeper Than Music Radio.
That was a very powerful tribute to your grandfather. Man, you have the ability to emote. Very, very good song and very worthy tribute to your grandfather. That was When You Were Gone, Jessic Rose on Deeper Than Music Radio.
Thank you.
Oh, no, not a problem. You have a knack, a very. You remind me of one of the guests that I had on the show was Alicia Elliott. She's a country singer. She was signed to MCA Nashville, and she was on the show. I forget the name of the show, but it was on air, and she had a hit back in 2000. And one thing that she said, she's also a singer-songwriter like yourself. She also said that music is medicine, and you are a testament to that. I feel that, like with music, is therapy for you as well, and it helps you go through and helps others go through life's challenges. So you're able to.
I think for me, like I've been through a lot of hard situations in my life. Like my following on Facebook. They follow me because I'm quite an advocate for the voice of people that have mental health issues because of my own previous difficulties with mental illness when I was younger. And I think that when I'm struggling the most, that's when my music comes out, because I want other people to be able to feel what I'm feeling. And I struggle to put it into verbal words to say to someone. But if I write a song, they know just how I feel at that time.
Yeah. And I feel like that's your gift. That's your gift and that's your purpose. And wow, I appreciate the fact that you speak on things that you don't really hear in music but needs to be talked about. Like you said, you advocate mental health, and I feel like now, especially with Demi Lovato, I know that one of the singers from Destiny's Child also spoke about mental health issues, and I applaud you for that. So with that being said, what do you want your musical legacy to be like when it's all said and done, and when your name and your music comes up in a conversation? What would you like to be remembered by in your body of work?
I think I'd probably just like to be remembered as the person that maybe sometimes even when she couldn't help herself, she'd want to help other people with music.
Okay. And what does music mean to you?
Everything. I can't imagine my life without music. I can't imagine my life without being able to sing or play guitar or hear the music. There's something about it that makes me feel whole and more alive, I guess.
Yeah, and you definitely have a gift. Your songs here, like, this is a first. Like, I love the acoustic music. I love your music is definitely much needed in this world and definitely a breath of fresh air. So again, thank you for coming on, and thank you for allowing us to hear your music. So where can people find you? Because I know there's going to be people listening to this show like, where can I find her? Where's her music? Shameless promotion time.
Shameless promotion time. I love a bit of shameless promotion. This is me every time I go out. I'm like, hey, come and check out my Facebook. My Facebook page is facebook.com/Jessica Rose Official, and that will be where you can find my newer up-to-date music and videos.
Okay. And is there any like any YouTube channels? I'm pretty sure, because you definitely, one thing I would say, when you do your video, the director is going to have an easy job. You pretty much lay it out there. You describe everything. So, and
I haven't yet got a YouTube channel.
Okay, no worries. I know that's going to be coming. Also, so Life is Beautiful came out. Any other releases planned to come out? Tentative name of the album? I know it's in the works. Tentative release dates or anything like that?
The full album probably isn't going to be released for another few months yet, but next month I will be releasing Maybe onto iTunes.
Okay. And what we'll do is we'll definitely have you on the show later once everything's all set and we can promote the album once it's done and preview some more of your great music. Jessica, thank you for being on Deeper Than Music Radio. sharing your music
Thank you
with
so
us.
much for having me.
Oh, not a problem. I'm glad the internet guys decided to work with us because everything sounds clear. We had a little bit of problems, but they heard your good music and like, look, we're going to work with you. So thank you. And again, you can catch her on Facebook.com. Her song Life is Beautiful is out now on, you said Spotify, right?
Spotify and iTunes, yeah.
Spotify and iTunes, and maybe will be coming out, and we'll catch up within the next couple of months to hear the full album and hear more great music from Jessic Rose. So Jessic Rose, thank you. Any last thing you want to say before we close this show out?
Just thank you so much for having me, and I hope that everyone enjoys this episode when it is out there and uploaded.
Okay, I'm pretty sure they will, and I'm pretty sure people will be asking you for more of your music. So this is Furious with special guest Jessic Rose signing off on Deeper Than Music Radio. And Deeper Than Music Radio, behind every great song, there's a greater story. And today we heard the music and the story behind the music with Jessic Rose. Thank you, and this is Furious signing off.